Let's get on to a bigger boat.
All right, guys. Durden, for our viewers who still haven't subscribed yet and don't know, tell us what we're going to need a bigger boat means and what are we doing here?
You're going to need a bigger boat is our favorite lines in the movie we are discussing. The title is, of course, one of the best lines, which you've told me was improvised in a classic shark film, Sharknado.
No, Jaws.
That's right. I knew it. Okay.
He did it on
I still
purpose.
need to watch that.
Don't listen to him, kids. He wrote the ride at Universal Studios 34 times. Don't listen to him.
So you're gonna need a bigger boat is typically our top 5, but I got 8 because this movie had nothing but every line was amazing. My number 8 is Oliver Jennings. He says this is in the last story. Sure, I blew a few sailors in the 80s.
But that was the 80s. I mean, I still can't for the life of me figure out how to solve that Rubik's Cube.
Well, I'm just going to say this. You said it earlier, but it's just a one-word verb, an action verb. Vagina. Vagina, which is also correlates to the real line from earlier, which I knew they were going to go wild when the guy says, I want to do your tits.
Yeah.
She'd be like, no. It's like, chicken in Spanish. Yeah,
I think he asked his wife.
He did. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
That's actually my number 2 line in the movie is the vagina. When he really sells it on the last one, he goes,
Soy el hombre vagina.
The rapture can happen whenever, but I only have so much more time with you. And when he looks at this motherfucker, and then after that, he was like, we only have so many weeks to be together. He was like,
Prepárate para la segunda venida.
yeah. That shit there blew my time for your second coming. I mean, if people don't know what the connection there is, second coming of Christ. No, he wants her to come, and he is Christ, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow, we're going under it after this one.
Yeah.
It's not our fault.
My number 7 is from Lieutenant Flarn Blern. This is Michael Showalter, who is the lead and writer of Wet Hot American Summer as well. He says he's playing the cop, which is very necessary for the joke in this. He says, so you say the last time you saw this guy was at 11 p.m.
I think you should call the cops.
And then later on in that same scene, he's smoking outside. He hears the beating going on. He's like,
We should probably call the cops.
wait. So ridiculous.
For me, it's when, again, you mentioned this earlier, but I think it bears back. It's just one of those lines to where his wife comes home and she sees all these naked men.
Dozens of men come over here and get naked.
I see.
And we never want to go to church again.
Okay, what has he done prior to this? Like almost early in the movie, it's a line that stated where she's like, oh, she was a virgin till she's 35, and this is a different scene, but she did everything. She did something with an IT guy, everything. But so in the spirit of that, what could she have seen prior to this for her to utter? Like she come into a room full of all naked men, and the line literally, if you ever have a naked party again on a Sunday,
You can kiss my black ass goodbye.
like I mean, yeah, the kicks my black ass goodbye, fine. That was funny as shit, but is she mad that it's on a Sunday? Did she want a mustache ride on Friday or Saturday or something like that? Like, what else has she seen in this house to like? Oh, if you ever do that again, like, well, damn, is that a sliding scale for what's going on in this house?
The way I took that as she's such a pushover that she wanted to keep the rules so ultra specific that she would never have to actually act on it. She gave him so much leeway to still do what he wants without breaking that very specific rule, so she wouldn't have to actually, because divorce is frowned upon.
Easy boy.
My number 6 is something that gets called back at the end during the song when stretchy but ass.
I got a trunk for that!
Dr. Richie, he goes, I'm kind of with Big Buster. He rapes me every night. Dwayne goes, right.
Right, he ass rapes you, huh?
Because it's like adding insult to injury.
It's almost like he's saying it to say, "Oh, is that what he's doing?" Like I wouldn't ass rape you. I just,
Yeah.
like I don't want to go down that rabbit hole or that hole either. No. When he says, in the spirit of that same scene, it's like, to me, when that guy, and like I say, that scene when they're sitting there, he's like, "Hey, can you spot me?" He was like, "I don't know if I can." He's like, "Man, what the hell? It's just a couple of guys working out." So he starts spotting them, and as he's spotting them, like a riot breaks out right next to them, and a guy gets stabbed. And so I guess when everybody gets like they go on lockdown and everybody gets thrown away, but those two are still out there. And he was like, "Man, listen, I know you with Buster and everything, but I just kind of feel like me and you, we got this connection. Like, remember when that
guy got stabbed?" And I said that was interesting, and you said I'd say, and you said yikes.
And it had to be maybe 4 seconds scene time, it's movie time before. I'm like, he is really pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, I mean, he's in there for life, man. Time's moving differently for him.
I mean, if you ever get out, I won't. I mean, I'm saying if you do.
Well, I'm in for life without parole, so, well, if for whatever reason you do get out, there won't be.
Yeah, well, I'm not. My number 5 is Jeff Paul Rudd. He goes, "Go fly a kite, Gretchen."
Go fly a kite.
It's not really the line there, but it's just amazing to me how you deliver a line can totally change the meaning of what the words are.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna do my best attempt at this, but it's when the Jaffe brothers stand in front of the camera for their step-by-step moment and say, or it can be when you have a guy that's pretending to be a guy, played by a guy that looks nothing like that guy, that's a different race than what you actually are, pretending to be your dad just to show that he cares. That's the type of life I like. The best I can do with that one.
I think you did very well. Let's see. Number 4. My number 4 is Ray, Liev Schreiber, when he goes McDonald's, Burger King, Woundies, and Paul Mardino, or Joe Latruglio, responds,
I love it. Little changes to the names of the most famous fast food chains.
"I really do love it, Ray."
For me, I won't spill it all the way out, but to me, like I said, this was my last one. Again, it was back to the Jaffe brothers, and it was when their mom told them that she Arnold Schwarzenegger, but then she broke them down like they were children. She was like he's like, "Mom," Arlen, who plays the other brother, "Mom, what does that mean?" And she was like, IFUCKEDARNOLD.
Mom,
Let her finish.
S. See, the timing was just so fucking perfect, bro. And it's just like,
yeah, it's
damn.
like, we're gonna beat this dead horse, but not till it's not all the way dead. It's still gonna be able to be revived.
But even in the movie, I noticed they did, because I found it funny because it was subtitle that she ends with the hard E-R.
E.R.
I got 2 more.
Go ahead, sir.
Number 3, Dr. Richie, Ken Marino. He goes, "Hey, guy.
As a goof, guy. As a goof.
You know what? You're bad vibes. I got to blow." and then in the interrogation room, how it escalates and escalates.
25 years. I've had no
CSI.
complaints.
As a damn goof.
And then into the prison, continuing on with the goof bit, the Big Buster, the way he slaps him, the rhythm, how he slaps him, the smack, hold it back, think about it, smack, and then he's like, "You best shut the up and start sucking my I'm goofing."
Good, okay.
No, I'm not. Do it.
My number 2 is Vahino, which we said, and my last one, number 1, Steven, Adam Brody. He goes, "I thought I was fingering her."
Feels the same to her. Don't you get it, Steven?
Well, then, Fielding.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.